Hello, everyone, and welcome to another Giddaa special. My name is Jonathan Ipiaindi. I'm the head of partnership and operations at Giddaa. I'm very happy today to have a senior professional with vast experience in business development and the real estate space. He works with Centenary City as the senior property advisor, Mr. Uchenna Aduba. I'm so glad to have you here, sir.
It's a pleasure.
So let's begin by addressing the elephant in the room. Centenary City is a project that everybody was enthusiastic about, was meant to have kicked off and launched by now, about, let's say, 5 to 10 years after the project was supposed to have been finished, but it hasn't been finished. And everybody keeps saying, when is it going to be ready? Can you tell us why exactly it's not at the stage it should be, and what were the challenges that have brought us to be where we are right now?
First of all, thank you for having me. It's a pleasure. The Centenary City project is a unity project, a project that was initiated to celebrate the 100 years of existence of our great country, Nigeria, in 2014. This is a project where we're trying to build a city like Dubai right here in Abuja. And of course, because it's a huge project, it's a project that would require a lot of resources. Getting the right approvals, governments, having, government policies sometimes are part of the reasons why it takes a lot for this kind of projects to come to reality.
Yes.
But I'm glad to say that most of those challenges have actually been overcome, and the project has commenced as we speak. Construction has started. We've started our first project. It's called the Grove Residence, and it's selling like wildfire as we speak.
So you mentioned investments,
Yes.
And it's a large-scale project. Definitely, you're going to need investments. That is a no-brainer. But the local market's not enough, because also Nigerians in the diaspora are looking to invest back home. Why would you say Centenary City, this project, it's a good project for people in diaspora to invest in? What benefits and what assurances can you give them that investing in this project will be a good idea for them, investment-wise?
Yes, thank you for that question. The Centenary City project is designed in such a way that it will be a safe haven for Nigerians in diaspora also. So we're not looking at just Nigerians living in Nigeria, we're also looking at Nigerians living abroad. And in the course of the planning, we said, how can we make this project an ideal location for maybe a doctor, a lawyer who has lived in the United States for 10, 20 years when he wants to come back home? How about building a city that will be suitable, that will be as comfortable as where he's coming from? And that is one of the factors behind what we're doing here in Centenary City. What we're doing is building a city that has cutting-edge technology that will give you the kind of comfort, the kind of security you need when you come back to Nigeria. And also making it an ideal location for investments too. If you are going to invest, you should invest in a place that will give you high returns on your investments. And these are part of the things that we're providing with the Centenary City project. So it's actually an ideal project for Nigerians in diaspora. To also add to that, we have different projects that would appeal to our brothers and sisters in diaspora. We have plans to build a 5-star hotel, one of the best within the city. We have plans to build a golf resort within the city. We also have plans to build a safari park, which is going to be the first of its kind. We're also looking at building a theme park. So, and it's also a free zone, adding to the advantages of investing, back home. So Centenary City is the final bus stop or final destination for Nigerians in diaspora. So we actually have them in mind in this project.
Okay, so investment-wise, I'd like to touch more on this. Investment-wise, you mentioned return on investment. Basically, maybe you buy a house and you don't put it to let, and you start any money revenue from it. That is fantastic. But when it comes to amenities, you mentioned the safari park. What other amenities are going to be available for people that are going to live there? For instance, if you invest this much amount of money into an investment, people that want to come and live there definitely also want other amenities present for them in the residence. What other amenities are you offering people that are investing in this project?
Now, if you're investing in Centenary City, part of the things you should have in mind is that you are investing in a city like Dubai. And what really are you looking to gain by investing in a project like this? You are investing in a city that has world-class infrastructure. The water, the gas, the sewage, the fiber optic, the electricity are all piped underground. And we're talking about cutting edge, top of the range. And then apart from that, you're investing in a city that has facilities like a five-star hotel, a safari park, a shopping mall, and then you're also investing in a zone that is tax-free, meaning that if you're doing business or if you're living there, you're exempted from paying government taxes. And then there are also other incentives that come with investment in that zone. So these are part of the advantages that comes with investing in Centenary City. Now, top of the range or top on the list is security. Because what is the essence of building a house in a place where you don't feel safe? So that is one of the things you should also look forward to. Now, for Nigerians in diaspora who are coming back home, the first thing on their mind is, am I safe going back there? Centenary City offers that with a lot more, all right? And then, are my phones safe? We've had stories of people in the past buying houses and then they wake up one day and the houses are being demolished, or they discover that the documents or the deeds of the house are either fake or falsified. Centenary City already has a C of O for the entire property. I'm talking about 1,300 hectares of land approximately, and we have a C of O covering that project. So you see, it gives you security on your investment because you know that nobody's coming to demolish it.
Yes.
It also gives you security if you are living there. All right, because you know that the entire city is fully secured, because we're not just talking about physical security by having people guarding you. We're also talking about world-class technology when it comes to security, So it's the kind of place where you come in, you want to relax. So just say, instead of going to Dubai, come to Centenary City. So that is the mindset when you come about investing in Centenary City.
All right, thank you. But I think it's quite fair to say this is one of the biggest projects in Nigeria as a whole.
True.
And with projects on this scale, of this magnitude, you're definitely going to run into some challenges.
True.
Some seen or some unforeseen. What have you done, or how have you been able to navigate your way through those challenges? What adaptations have you made to be able to solve those challenges you've come across and come out victorious?
First of all, having a well-structured management. Because you see, projects of this magnitude usually don't survive in the hands of the public sector most times. It is usually better with the organized private sector because they approach it differently. And even when they go through challenges, they know that I've already invested my funds, my time here, I won't let it go that way. So the organized private sector is usually more suitable for projects of this magnitude. And Centenary City is a private sector-driven initiative, even though with government partnership. The workforce in Centenary City is something else. They are properly trained, highly qualified, experts in their different fields. The idea is that if you're trying to get to the level of building a city like Dubai, you have to go for the best, nothing but the best. And that is what the management of Centenary City has also done. I also have to mention that in recent times, the new administration has also been very supportive, with their policies, trying to attract the right kind of investment into the country. When you talk about challenges, one of the major challenges is the economic climate of the country sometimes. These are the things that really scare foreign investors, from your country. But if you make it very palatable for them to come, knowing that their investments are safe, it makes it easy for them to come. And that is what the new administration has done in recent times, and we're very, very proud of the new government.
Well, the Centenary City has been touted as a city which is being developed as a smart, modern city. It has been one of the benchmarks of what have set you apart. Definitely, I know that. But can you elaborate more on what technologies and what innovations are being implemented to set you apart from other developers that also say they have or they are building smart cities or doing smart technologies?
Yes. Within the city, we're looking at 5G internet, fiber optic. We're also looking at having renewable energy generation, to support the power plant. We have plans of also building. We're also looking at other building a waste recycle plant within the city to recycle all the waste too. In terms of technology, we're also looking at implementing drones for security and surveillance, apart from cameras too. So these are a few of the things we have in mind in the course of developing this project. Now, talking about construction also, we are looking at using the best technologies for our construction. Currently, the project that we're doing right now is being built by one of the best construction companies here in Abuja. And the houses are solid and soundproof. So, and then we also have a roofing method that keeps the house cool, irrespective of the hot weather outside. So we are going all out, with regards to this project.
Okay. So for example, I'm looking to invest. I have a 10-year plan to invest in the Centenary City. What is the vision for the next 10 years? Why should I invest in Centenary City? Let's just say 5 to 10 years. Why should I invest in Centenary City in the next 5 to 10 years? What impact are you looking to have in this space, the real estate space, in the next 10 years that will make people or potential investors, Nigerians in diaspora or here, invest in your project?
In the next 5 to 10 years, we're looking at building one of the tallest skyscrapers in Africa. It's going to be called the African Tower. It's actually going to be about 93 floors. So you can call it the Burj Khalifa of Abuja. So imagine having that right here in the Centenary City. We're also looking at building one of the largest shopping malls in the country. That will also have a 4-star hotel within the mall.
Wow.
And then we also have plans to build one of the biggest cultural art markets within the city. It's going to be called the Art Bazaar, where people would come to buy African art, African fabric, able to promote our cultural heritage. We also have plans to build a safari park. These kind of projects are the kind of thing that would bring tourists to visit Nigeria, make people to travel all the way to come for holidays. And then we're also going to have different boutique hotels around too. And then we also have plans to build a theme park, which is going to be the largest in the West African sub-region, that will also have a water park inside too. So these are the kind of projects that can draw attention from all around the world. People go to South Africa, to Kenya for holidays, but we're looking at how about bringing that crowd right here to Abuja. Let people visit Abuja, let people patronize our hotels, let people buy from our tailors, let them buy from our fashion designers. So these are ways to attract, the kind of attention we are looking at. Now, if you look at the countries like United Arab Emirates or Saudi Arabia now, you can see that they are looking for ways to attract people to come to their country. They're hosting events, they are, promoting the lifestyle. So people want to go on holidays to Dubai, people want to go to watch football matches in Saudi Arabia. How about we also do that too right here in Nigeria? And Centenary City is the kind of project that can achieve that. So investing right now is setting yourself up for transgenerational wealth because you are buying in the right place. All right. It's like people who invested in Banana Island in Lagos right now. We have plots of land going for as much as 1 billion, 1.5 billion right now because it is strategic. All right. And apart from Lagos right now, the new haven now, when you talk about real estate, is Abuja. This is where, the move is really hot right now. So anybody who wants to position himself for that transgenerational wealth should look towards investing here in Abuja. And the climate in Abuja is also wonderful too. This is a place where you want to come enjoy the weather. And so I think Centenary City should be on your top list, if you're looking at where to invest.
So speaking about being strategic,
This project, Centenary City, has been strategically advertised as a green project.
Yes.
And I want to ask,
because our viewers would like to know, what sustainable and green technologies are being integrated into the development of this project? And Why do you think this is important moving forward?
Now, when you talk about sustainable technologies, we're looking at using renewable energy for power generation, partly because the renewable energy will not be able to power the entire city. So we're looking at incorporating that in the course of generating electricity within the city. Now, most of the skyscrapers that will be built within the city would also have panels at the roofs, as the windows, and part of the walls to also help to add to the generation of power within the city. We're also looking at building a waste recycled plant that would recycle all the waste within the city. Also, we also have plans to build our own power plant. Most likely, it's looking like it's going to be a gas-fired power plant within the city too. So these are part of the things that we're putting in place to make this a wonderful project. Now, within the city, we're also looking at using electric cars and buses for transportation to reduce the emission within the city. So these are a few things that we're going to implement in the city to make it a wonderful, sustainable project.
So you're trying to say your carbon footprint is something as important to...
Talking about emission is a concern, huge concern for us, especially here in Africa. The way people emit, burn things and everything. So within the Centenary City, we are looking at implementing policies that would keep the green flag flying.
So a project of this size, of this magnitude, historically, Nigerians have always been skeptical about such a large project because of timelines, delays, and those sorts of things. How do you plan to address the people that are on the fence? How do you plan to win them over to be a part of this project?
Now, sometimes you have unforeseen circumstances that can make your project delay. All right. And I can confidently tell you that the project has already commenced and we've started handing keys over to house owners as we speak. Our first project, like I said, the Grove Residence, it's actually 65% sold, and then the remaining people are still, we're even about moving to a new project right now, which is going to be, it's called the Confluence Towers, but those are going to be like hotel apartments, So the project is selling like wildfire, and the returns on those investments are crazy, So if you're sitting on the fence and you're still skeptical, some people are still skeptical about Banana Island, thinking that water is going to run it over one day, or the Eco Atlantic, but people are already benefiting from that. So I have to encourage our brothers and sisters in diaspora, telling them that the best time to invest in real estate was yesterday. So that means you're already late if you're still thinking about it.
Okay, so let's talk about affordability for the average man, because from everything I've seen, Centenary City has been touted to be a high-end luxury sort of project. And the reality is that the people in Nigeria, or Nigerians, are not... The majority of Nigerians don't have access to the amount of wealth that people might think they need to have to be a part of this project. I want you to prove me wrong, in the sense that how are you going to ensure that investors or individuals, regular individuals from the middle class, which always drive such projects, are able to get access to this project?
Thank you for that question. In Centenary City, there is something for everyone. All right. We have high-end luxury projects. We also have projects for the middle class. And the Grove Residence is actually a project that is for the middle class, and it's highly affordable. Apart from that, also, we have flexible payment plans that make it easy for professionals to access these houses. You can get a 4-bedroom semi-detached house for about 150 million right now. And then you can spread the payment over an 18-month period. This makes it very affordable and easy. for even Nigerians living in Nigeria to afford, how much more Nigerians living in diaspora. And I tell people it's also good to diversify your investment portfolio. You can't just be buying a house in New York, in the UK, and not have something at home. All right. So our products are very, very affordable. Very affordable.
Okay.
With less than 150 million, you can actually own a 4-bedroom semi-detached, semi-finished though, and then you now finish to your taste.
Yeah. Okay. Earlier, you mentioned the government and how the government has been have actually provided an enabling environment for this project to begin to thrive.
Yes.
And personally, I've seen that a lot more is being done and things are moving on day by day. How much would you say the government has played a role in the success of the project so far? And what would you say when it comes to public-private partnership between the government and private developers or investors? And has that been an integral part to bring this project to life?
Yes. This is not to play down on the past administrations, but I must really commend the current administration of President Asiwaju Bola Ahmed Tinubu. In recent times, they have been very encouraging. And also the FCT minister too. He has sent people here personally to assess the level of progress that we're making and to also know if we're having any form of challenges. I'm not playing down on the past administration, but this administration, they have been very supportive. Recently, even the Senate also set up a committee to come and assess what is really going on and how they can be supportive. Another thing also is that when you have, let me put it this way, if as a son, you have the support of your father, it gives you double confidence in what you're doing. And I think that is the role the government has played in recent times. They have also channeled some foreign investors to come and see what we're doing here and see ways that they can support or ways they can invest too. And that is really a huge morale booster for us, because when you have the government saying that Centenary City is one of the suitable projects for you to invest in, you are coming to Nigeria, I don't think there's any form of advertisement that can beat that. And that is what we're really enjoying in this new administration. So they have really been very supportive.
Okay, so as someone who is highly involved in the sales part of this project,
Yes.
I would like to know on the lighter note, what aspects, what parts of this project are personal to you? Which parts of this project do you what part does your heart really go out for and why?
Now, anytime you mention France, the first thing that comes to mind is Paris, the Eiffel Tower, and anytime you mention United Arab Emirates, Dubai comes to mind. I'd like for Centenary City to be mentioned anytime Nigeria is looked at. I want people to, with pride, invite people to say, go to my country home in Centenary City. Go and experience Nigeria on a new level. You see, the vision of this project is to build a new Nigeria, to portray Nigeria in a new light. We're tired of people looking at Nigerians like they're all scammers, how about they come to a part of Nigeria where everything works? The light never goes off. It is secured. You drop your wallet, you can pick it up, and the money there is complete. That is what this project is all about. So it's not really about for us to sell and make money. No, it's about propagating Nigeria in a new light. All right, and that is why I'm very passionate about this project. And I know that our brothers in diaspora, they need a form of identity, and this is the kind of project they should key into. All right, you visit a place, you have world-class 5-star hotels, you have a golf resort. You can come on holidays here, you can bring your business partners to come home with you. The reason why most of our brothers and sisters abroad are not coming home is because there's nowhere suitable for them to come and relax. They think you have militants everywhere, they're chasing people with guns. But when you visit home, you see that, we're still here, we're not dead, and there's a lot happening. And it would be nice to also have them be part of what is happening here,
Yeah. So I'll put you on the spot here. Okay. What is the one feature you cannot wait for to be completed in the city?
Okay, I'll mention two.
Okay. I'll give you that.
The African Tower, which is our own version of the Burj Khalifa, is going to be a game changer for real estate in Abuja. We're talking about a building that is going to be about 93 floors. You're going to have hotels, offices, residences. You know, when you go to Dubai, they take you on a tour of the Burj Khalifa, and you pay maybe like $50, $100 for you to just to do that tour. So imagine how much I'll be charging just to take you on a tour of the African Tower. All right. And talking about the largest mall in Nigeria being built in Centenary City, and it's also in a free zone. That is crazy. You know, let me explain this to you. People come to Nigeria, you buy a Rolex wristwatch, and you go abroad and discover that it's not Rolex, it's Rolex. All right. We're talking about having these products from the authorized dealers right here in Nigeria. So that if you're spending your hard-earned money to buy items, you're sure that it is the actual thing that you're buying. These are the benefits of investing in a free zone. Having this kind of malls where you can have the authorized dealers bringing the genuine products. You know, imagine how bad you would feel to buy an iPhone and something happens to the iPhone and you don't have warranty on those products because you don't have an authorized dealer right here in Nigeria. But in a situation where you have the genuine authorized dealers here, if your iPhone has an issue, you take it to the store, they will either replace it or get it fixed for you. All right. These are the things that we Nigerians are not benefiting here because the dealers are not here. All right. So those are the two key projects that I'm actually looking at that would change the narrative of real estate in Abuja. Thank you for the opportunity. And this is also going out to our brothers and sisters in the diaspora. Don't invest all your funds in one place. Diversify your investment portfolio. Send money back home. Buy a house in the Centenary City. Bring your projects back home. We have doctors, lawyers who have stayed 15, 20 years abroad, and they are wondering, what would I do to help develop my country? This is an opportunity to come home and invest in Centenary City. This is a place that if you invest your funds, it won't vanish, it won't disappear. Rather, it would multiply and give you the right returns on your investment. So think home, think Centenary City. Thank you.
All right, so it's been a pleasure talking to you. Thank you so much for your time. You've really shed a lot of light into what this project is about, what you're trying to achieve, what your vision is. And I'm sure our viewers and our subscribers will jump on board. So our viewers out there, thank you so much for joining us. We've tried to shed more light on the Centenary City, what they stand for, what they want to do, how they want to take Nigeria to the next level. And remember, the only way to buy a house is the Giddaa way. Thank you.